Yeah. Right. Ugh. Okay. Let's see what. Oh, come on. Settings. Controls.
So while you're doing that, has everyone sort of caught up with all the big Trump news this week?
Yes.
How about the biggest story of them all? How he sent out an executive order to wind back federal support for paper straws, and
Yes.
he put out a tweet. He put out a tweet in all caps that said, "Bring back plastic."
It's making the world a better place, one thing at a time. Hey, Donald, good work. I must admit, I do hate paper straws.
Because they're not properly, back in the day when they had paper straws, they were coated in wax, so they didn't fall apart.
Nice.
But now that they've reintroduced them, they haven't bothered with that. So, well,
I would suggest we just tell the supermarkets to stop wrapping every bloody fruit in plastic individually, and then we can all have plastic straws, and we'll still be better off.
Yeah. Well, maybe everyone, we should all just get a steel straw that's like 1 centimetre in diameter, so you can get pipe cleaners and just reuse forever.
Problem with those steel straws, they did bring them out, but people were putting them through the back of their throats.
Ooh, God. What the hell?
Yeah, if they fell over or whatever, they'd skewer themselves.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Plus, I remember watching a show where the assassin could kill people with either a paper clip or a plastic straw. Imagine what he could do with a steel one.
Yeah. Gee.
And the other thing that Trump, of course, announced today was the introduction of tariffs on all steel and aluminium imports.
Yeah.
So that's got the Aussies in a tiz.
Yeah, well, Albanese will be glad he didn't get too vicious about some of Trump's earlier plans, because you only have to say one thing to upset him and it's all over.
Yeah.
I did read one article where it said, well, basically, America needs to import steel, and it's 25% more expensive for all importers, all exporters all around the world to the US. So it's just going to be more expensive in the US.
Yeah, because their steel industry is shut down.
So who are you protecting then?
Well, he wants to bring the industry back, but
it's not going to
you can't just spin up the industry overnight.
A 25% tariff doesn't pay for new steel foundries all around.
And the investors are not going to put millions or billions into building it up if they think that the policy is going to turn around, at the drop of a hat.
These two both shaving the corner as much as they can.
Wow.
The skill level is off the scale.
Ah. That's with a minimum 2.5 yards to spare there.
No, they're just toying with the course. I'm going to go further away.
Time for a super hook, I'd say.
Don't
Yeah. Look into the water, Dave.
Thanks for the advice, Dave. A serious think about that.
It would be spectacular to watch.
Well,
Full coward.
You're not the coward of the county, are you?
I am, Andy. But I'm sitting in a very nice place. The cow's not under. Better check the conditions, which I did not.
Hard,
was a-
Dave.
Hard. Whoa. Okay. 178 plus 8. Ooh. Oh no. Must be
But
dusty
it-
or something.
Isn't it?
Oh, this is
Oh, is there elevation on this course?
it's something.
Good question.
The rain.
Short answer is I don't know. I'll find out in just a second. Sea level.
Okay. Oh, this is nasty.
Done. 19 inches downhill. Wow.
Slick.
Yeah, greasy.
Okay. Ugh.
All successfully not tampered with the grain.
It's not too bad, I don't think. We've got the green surrounded, but nobody's anywhere near.
Yeah, what was it a couple of weeks ago where we none of us hit the green for 4 holes or something?
That's right.
Almost unheard of.
Let's look at this. A terrible plan.
Good shot.
Yeah, great shot. Oh,
Very happy.
Very nice.
Yes, there was a bit of a panic there just before because I was looking at what the it's not particularly warm here today, and I looked at the central heating and I thought it's not on. It's turned itself off. Oh bloody hell!
And had it?
Well, it had for some reason the boiler wasn't firing, but it came on again, and it's been on since then. Well, I don't know what it did. It decided, no, I'm not going to fire up. I don't know whether it was 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Very strange. Well, this looks straight. Oh, and it wasn't.
Oh,
Oh,
there's no
I
way
didn't
this
see
is
that.
straight. I'm not sure how much to give it.
There's a tiny bit of left to right there, Dave.
Mm.
I didn't see it. And this is definitely left to right. God, blimey.
Oh, wow. That looked like it was off to the races.
Not giving the hole away, but I'm going firm inside right edge.
Hmm.
You to thank there, Andy, for a little bit of break advice. Fairway, range. Oh, it's a fine ball.
Oh, that's not where you want to be.
That feels like you have to cut this corner a bit more, but given the wind, that's an exciting play. All right, let's do it. What could you go
And even from there, it's still an exciting second shot.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't want to plunge and go in the middle.
Oh, exactly.
It's three very similar lines. With a little out of fruit, maybe. All right. Semi-square. Don't get on that. Get on.
You went to 20. Oh. Surely got to be the 5 wood.
Absolutely is the 5 wood. That might also bound up. But we're still 0 greens after 2 holes. We're going for
Well,
that.
it is a par 5, so we're all going to hit the green, whether we stay on it.
Oh, true, we are going to hit into red. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Shot. Oh no, I didn't change it from 36 feet.
Oh, dear me.
Oh.
I think the problem is you sort of take a cursory glance and you see 30 something,
I think
and
it is that.
and you automatically think it's 32 yards, and then
Kytaja.
Indeed, where's Uncle Roger when you
When he's talking about anything to do with Jamie Oliver.
That will be a tester. You ready? Do the math and then halve the result. So hoping to get 2/3 of what you would normally generate.
It's a good putt.
That's a great putt. Really?
It is a great putt. No harm done, Dave.
Window for Dave to do some damage here. In a good way for himself.
Where is it? It's good. It's very good. Nice play. Right. Oh God, this is a bit. Oh, this is horrible. No. Wasn't a bad putt.
That's good, Dave.
Well, I know what's happening. Already, after 2 holes, there's been some kind of gentle statement being made here. Total separation. Right.
Okay, 168.
Have you got a selection for tonight, Phil?
It's not enough.
No.
7. Carried 157. Slight tailwind.
Did you have a good time away, Dave?
I did have an excellent time, Phil. Andy, we ate some very nice food and had some good conversation. Visited a few wineries. It was all very pleasant. And,
how was the saliva problem?
Fantastic. My saliva stone worked its way out.
Before you got up there, or during the visit?
Pretty much. I probably finished doing it while I was up there.
Oh, fantastic.
So I really didn't even notice it while I was eating up there. So it was fantastic. I don't recommend saliva stones to anyone, but
very nice. How do you get them, Dave?
My doctor didn't know. It just turned up last Saturday, Phil.
Well, I'll do my best to avoid it.
Yeah. I just ate a roll and my whole face went numb and red, and then I started sweating, and then I felt under my neck and there was a lump the size of a golf ball. Jeez. And I thought, oh my God, I've got throat cancer, I'm going to die. And then I went to the doctor and he goes, you've got a saliva duct stone. And all that. Yeah. And the bulge was just saliva backed up behind the stone.
God.
Yeah, it's freaky. I've never heard of such a thing.
Bloody hell. I bet you were worried.
It wasn't as bad as like there's other stuff. Kidney stones hurt a lot more apparently, but
yeah.
He basically said eat lots of sour things because that'll encourage the saliva to push the stone through. He goes, if that doesn't work, we just operate. No worries.
So what sour things were you eating then?
I just found some no sugar sour lollies in Big W or something, and I was just chomping on them. And I got some eucalyptus drops that were sugar free. I was chomping on them.
Okay.
And of course, another excellent one to encourage saliva was red wine. So there was a bit of that done during the week.
Right. Okay. So all out in the name of good health.
Absolutely.
Stop there. Oh, bollocks.
That's fun.
Like a nice
On my delayed stream, you're saying stop there when you're about 12 feet.
All right.
Is anybody use WhatsApp?
No.
No, sir.
Well, there's been another Labour in the UK keep on shooting themselves in the foot. There's been a minister's been sacked, and other Labour MPs have been formed a WhatsApp group, and the contents of those WhatsApp group have now been leaked.
Yeah.
So so the stuff coming out of are not particularly flattering at all. But in proper Labour fashion, they say, yeah, but look, we've acted decisively to sort this out, unlike the previous government.
Yeah.
I thought, oh God, something as crass and not very good sort of happens, and they turn it into a virtue. You just can't believe it.
Yeah, they got pretty good spin doctors, don't they? But WhatsApp is well known, Andy, because stupid people believe what WhatsApp tells them, and that is that whatever they send will be deleted like 30 seconds later or a minute later. And so they think it's gone, but it's not gone. And that's how these things always come to the surface.
Right. I could really do with, oh God, I don't like this.
I guess they believe that, Dave, because the WhatsApp people tell them.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, I needed that. Yeah, my wife and I were talking about it this morning, and she was saying that she deletes the messages as they come in and out, but you can't delete it from the other end. So if the other user doesn't do that, then whatever you've sent in the WhatsApp group will stay there at least until the other person deletes them, and maybe not even then. I mean, I don't know because I don't use it, but
I don't use it either, but I'm also pretty sure that WhatsApp themselves have a copy handy and they don't delete it. Carry. Oh,
it has carried, Dave.
oh, that's probably in range.
Yes. Right. Come on. Don't run out of fairway.
Okay. We're a fair bit further out.
Yeah. But it's maybe not too bad. I probably not. Well, it definitely won't get past the pin, I wouldn't have thought. Oh, Dave's taken a tiger line. Look at that.
Still ain't muscled by Dave, but
Unless you decide to hit off the fairway deliberately, I'm going to get some sort of guide as to whether this is doable.
oh, it's easily doable.
Oh, Christ. I'm right in the bloody woods with that.
Ooh.
44, that's not what I wanted.
It's a great shot if it makes it.
It won't, but
Oh, okay.
I was 10 mile an hour or 10 k's an hour the whole time, so a little bit of extra wind would have got there.
Right. Bit of 12 or plus, 12 plus, and then I'll lunge a bit of 50 yards to the right. I've lunged a bit left.
Well, that's better than mine, that's for sure.
Oh,
Damn.
That is a little awkward.
All right. Question is, where do I put it? I think I've got to go right of the pen. Oh, it's not too bad.
That's nice.
it's a very good result.
Pretty good.
Right. Don't hit the 36 flop, 32-yard flop. Empty.
That's a very square tree in the foreground there.
Isn't it?
And up.
Very nice. Although it's a slippery putt.
Yeah, I was expecting it to sort of cut downwards, but it didn't seem to.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
We'll see.
All right, well. Ah, bloody hell. The pace was good enough, but it wasn't straight. That's 2 putts I've had which I thought had been straight, and they unfortunately haven't been.
Downhill. Gonna have to give the whole away. Oh no! I kept an eye on it. Making it hole.
Well done, though.
I just hit it when I had the roll still fresh in my mind.
I tell you what, these greens, they're a little bit feisty, aren't they?
They are.
On the scores, looks like a good test of golf.
So we've got a new leader.
Again.
This is
Oh,
very interesting shot.
well, at least it's not a par 3.
Ooh.
Carry 275. Okay. It's a tricky bunker shot because of the uphill. 84. Barely enough. I'm just going to go to the right of the green. Oh no, I've decided to go in the bunker after all.
What have you?
No.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Right. Let's see whether I can get a little bit more oomph. Ah, that's better.
We all love the bunker.
Look at it. pearls.
It'd be hard to manage deliberately.
feet. Okay.
Always the fear with these 84-foot upper shots. I'm not going to hit one. Waiting for the wind.
Nice shot.
Okay.
Come on, Dave. There's no problem with this shot.
No, there is not. Is there? I'll hit the 86, although I have no confidence in it.
Oh no.
It's an exciting
Might be a
shot.
little bit left to right. Something going on there.
For sure, par 4, it's protected itself pretty well.
Right, so there's a little bit right to left. Yes. Okay, there is right to left going on. Go on, go on, go on.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
I needed that.
But it yeah, swept across the face, didn't it?
Didn't it?
It looked impossible to miss, in fact, but it did.
Nice one.
very good, Dave.
I think I learned something again from yours, Andy, so it's 2 shots I owe you.
That's all right. It's
Bit of break, but not a lot.
I'm just going to be away for a minute. I'll be back shortly.
Sure. Oh, another par 3.
Tailwind and no bunker in the way, so there's that.
222, up 21. Oh man,
There's a bit of a few moving parts.
this could end up out the back
Oh,
with the wrong club.
or the wrong wind.
Yeah, and the wrong club could end up bloody 30 yards short.
Yeah. Big call. Whether you use the 7 wood or the longest iron.
I've got no choice but to use the 7 wood. End up out the back, maybe.
I don't even have that 204 iron, so I know I'll be using it.
Well, that's one way of preventing it from out the back. Fuck, okay.
Right, what can I learn from that? Wait. The green, plus 6, 214. So, with hybrid, too much club. Alright, just chop it to hybrid. I've pulled it into the same bunker as you, though. Mishit it as well.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now we just need Andy to do the same thing.
I
No,
do
it's
not
not.
want to go into your bunker.
We're bunker buddies, Andy. Come on.
I'm not going to be. I've heard about bunker buddies. It's a
Sounds
euphemism
bad.
for something else.
Does sound bad, doesn't it? Something that happened in World War One, probably. That's much better.
Yeah, it's a sensible shot.
You scared him into that shot. He didn't want to be a bunker buddy.
No.
Right. Can I? All right. This is doesn't always work, but I'm going to try and get backspin on the 84 footer. Crap.
Ooh.
Sure, I didn't want to. Oh, nice.
Good shot.
You've worked these bunkers out. Well.
Excellent shot. 2 inches, 3 inches, 27. Oh, Jesus. That's awful.
Queen's getting the better of us. Oh man, this breaks a lot.
Hmm. Oh, God. Oh, bloody hell, this is awful. I was on the bloody green in one, and I'm struggling. Not enjoying this, I've got to be honest with you. I feel as though I'm all at 6s and 7s. Thank the Lord that went in.
Good.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about Beechworth, I think it's the nicest country town I've been to in Victoria.
Yep. Did you end up going to the bakery, getting a bee sting?
I did go to the bakery and we tried the quiches and the pies.
Okay.
That bakery is buzzing. But what I like is they've kept all their buildings from the 1800s. They haven't pulled them down and replaced any of them.
Good.
So it's got a really unique feel.
That's true. I was talking there with the microphone off. It's true. I almost got a job there, a law job, and I went into the offices and it was a red brick building, and it was funny because I thought I wouldn't mind working here, but it might feel like that I'm actually working in the 1850s.
And it was just that it was a perfectly balanced town size-wise. Like people were sort of semi-friendly, and just around.
Yeah, there's some really nice sort of new housing in there as well. A lot of people sort of go there and build their dream home because it's not that far from both Wangaratta and Albury-Wodonga.
Yeah, once you got out into the little surrounding sort of suburbs of Beechworth, then it was a bit like Mount Beauty with an eclectic mix of different building styles.
Yeah.
Overall, it's just a really nice place, and there's no graffiti and no homeless people and no sign of drugs. It was just nice.
Well, there is a prison in town there, though.
Yeah, the prison's very impressive, and I'm glad I didn't ever go there. It's awful. So the same about any prison. Really.
It looks not bad.
Wow.
Oh, you said that.
Wow. Oh, indeed.
You get nothing for free on this course.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, that is brutal. Right.
Mind you, I did say after the good scoring of the last couple of weeks that it was time to get back on the horse again of the hardness horse.
I am not happy about this shot. I'm not sure. If I go left and fade it, maybe I'll miss that high part of the bunker. Just pushing my luck. I feel like I'm even money hitting this bank. We'll see what happens. Give me under 10. Anything under 10.
It's a great effort.
Not unhappy.
That pin is
Yeah.
sitting right on the spine, it looks like.
Mess with going long. Not be long. No. Something's going on with the game here. Just trying to not have a mouse fart and get control. So what's happened is, if I right click or left click, nothing happens.
Right.
I don't know what to do. Oh no, it's saying reheat drop.
What?
Oh no, I'm back on my third shot. Okay, I think I've got control back, but I'm rattled.
Wow.
I'm not sure. I didn't have a mouse fart. I'm still on my third shot. It's okay. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there.
Oh my god.
Well, when you just took your shot there, Dave, I think I hope to God you had the right club in your hand. Right. I mean, that would have just been, oh.
Yeah, that would have broken me, I think.
Yeah.
And then Dave would have been looking at double.
Right. Okay. There's a horrible ridge here.
Yeah.
If I just go a little bit too hard. Why is my putting? It's shocking today.
And also, these are easy pins. I can't imagine what the difficult ones are
How
like.
can this be an easy pin? This is crazy.
It is.
I just got no feel with the putting. It's
You are changing from the driver that you're lining up with.
on what, Phil?
Oh, but I was saying you are changing from the driver that you're lining your putts up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's come up short as well.
7 feet. On
Oh,
this
I'm going to
course,
have a look.
never a tap.
No, it says stimp 14. Right. I know what to do. I don't normally do this, but I'm just changing the sensitivity in game. All right. Probably not going to do me any good, but I don't feel as I've got anything to lose, really. This is not going to be good if this is a second green on the trot I've 3 putted. Right, 11.
Oh.
I'm still calling it a good putt.
Yeah. You couldn't have
Yeah,
predicted
but
that break. Not good. Oh, is this flat? I think it might be flat. Fuck, it's scary. Oh.
Well done. Well, I mean, busted, it seems. Yep. Busted after 7 holes.
Ah.
It's okay.
I'll get away with it, but
It's more than okay, Dave.
no, it's always perfect now.
Yeah.
All right. What's he going to say when he hits one into the rough, Andy?
Yeah.
Sort of similar.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, Jesus.
No.
Oh, this is going to be a hit and bloody hope, this.
Wow.
Flailing around here like a bloody octopus. Please don't hit the branch. Please don't.
Show mine. Wasn't it? Not too bad. Smart, Dave.
Didn't quite work.
I thought you hit the good shot there. That's brutal. That is more than brutal.
89 Tash. I just got a Skype call come through in the middle of that shot.
Scammer?
Yeah. Annabelle, apparently.
You could have made some big money, Dave.
Yes. Good shot. Alright. Let's wake up for that. 89.
Yes, it's amazing how many people want to be your friend on Skype.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh!
Damn.
Well, I know if I hit this long, it's disaster, but I'm hoping not to. 14 inches downhill, that means 31 minus 4.
Good putt. Oh,
Stop. Yeah, there was trouble not far beyond that.
Yeah, decent putt. Please, please give me something. 3, 2, 3, 2. No. Another one slides by.
It's still a good putt. Gonna wave. I'm just gonna hit it and see it go.
Yep, very good.
Four, 5, 6.
And I just remembered this is a Mika Hendrick course, and he doesn't pay any attention to easy, medium, or hard. He just chucks his big.
That explains that
Yeah.
previous hole.
Well, it would do, only this isn't Mika Hendrick, this is drop zone.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
maybe he's taking a leaf out of because
So he's obviously a protege. All right. Sure.
Nice shot.
yep, pretty good. No, hold it.
Right. 10, 186. Could be okay. Probably as close as I've got it all round. Shot.
Oh, really nice.
So,
Right. I think any result for me on the greens will be to not 3-putt. Oh God, every single putt has got a tortuous amount of break, and those that have been flat just haven't been, if you get my drift.
Mm.
26. Oh God.
It's always that, isn't it? That extra 2 feet of roll that you're not expecting.
Mm.
Oh, Dave.
Okay, no pole waiting. I'm just going to hit what I saw.
All right. Don't panic.
That looked like a lot of break for a minute.
Well.
Confidently struck.
Now you've started sticking in the 2 putts, Andy. That's only 1 away from the 1 putt.
Sorry, Dave. Oh, yeah.
All right. Feel. That's correct. Oh no, that same thing has happened with the mouse. I think I've just regained control. Worried about my mouse.
Fuck. No. Not tailwind, headwind. We'll get there. Didn't I say headwind? Oh, sorry, tailwind. Oh, deadly. Fuck.
Nearly perfect.
Yeah, it's just slightly against. Come on, be right.
The little fade you put against
The trouble is, it's just so far away.
that was a really good shot and still 39 feet.
Yeah.
32-yard flop, please. Or is it 51 punched? 23 inches downhill, maybe it is the 50. Oh no, it's not enough. Roll, 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 roll.
Okay, now this looks like it rolls towards the hole once it gets on the green. So maybe the 48 is correct. Yeah.
It's not bad, but
Should have taken the 84.
3 inches. 5235. God almighty. 2352. Well, I'm just waving this in the. Not a bad putt, actually.
Yeah, nice. So, when you name this game tonight, Dave, it'll just be the date and the course name. Is that correct?
Well, I normally wait. I hope that someone sends me the course name so as I can have it correct, yes. So tonight it just says live and the date.
Yep. So I've worked out a way to triple or maybe quadruple our membership, Dave, or views.
Right.
So just do what you normally do with a naming convention, and then put a space, and then put OnlyFans edition.
But only what?
What about getting hate mail, Dave?
Yeah, just turn comments off.
Yeah, they'll be expecting golf porn.
There's one like. Yes.
Oh! Excited.
Well done.
Yep, winning. That's our first line.
I think it's my first 12-footer tonight.
Very good. We'll call you Subway Dave.
Better than Subway Jared.
Oh, fuck me. Thought I'd given it enough.
All right. Hallelujah. It's not bad, but I've gone the same way. Maybe even worse. Oh, shite. First cut.
Not terrible. Angle's okay. Question for Phil.
Yeah.
How many members of your family enjoyed the White Lotus?
Well, only Wallalak and I watched it,
Okay.
and we both liked it. So they kind of finished it at 2 seasons, or has another one come out?
A third one is starting in just 2 weeks. I'm very excited.
Wow. I wonder, do you think they're going to try and knit it all together, or is it just going to be a completely separate third story?
I think it's an independent group of characters, but in it,
Yeah.
so the theme is that it's always one of the resorts of this one chain of hotels. So it's always the hotel chain.
Yeah.
The
But
pasties.
the last one felt like unfinished business. But
No, I actually kind of thought they did that deliberately.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's the most Coen Brothers style.
Yeah.
Might be okay.
Good shot.
Oh, just didn't half a club. Now it's a fun putt.
I think they're all fun putts.
Yeah, I had hopes and dreams of that being an oh baby. It wasn't to be. It didn't go down that swale though, but it's pretty good.
Indeed.
42. It's a pity we're not going to be finishing at 6 o'clock my time, because I'd be swigging some bottles of beer, I think.
It's going to be a red flag when we actually hear swinging one day.
You'll be saying, what the hell is going on here?
Time to move to Australia, Andy.
Well, this is a double breaker, this, I believe. So it goes right to left and then left to right. Or is it? Yeah. I'm just going to hit it straight at it and. Rely on pace. Good putt.
Yeah, very nice.
So,
No. Pace.
Well, you two are toddling along quite nicely,
Yeah,
but
we're
nobody's
with our fingernails, Andy.
nobody's exactly apart from the par fives and the short par fours. The other holes are proving to be very.
I mean, there hasn't been anything resembling an "Oh Baby" all night from anyone.
Yeah.
Like this, on the right side, the correct side of the fairway.
It is in the right place.
Are you going to try and load links onto your or Perfect Golf onto your new laptop, or is it just for work, Phil?
Yeah, it's pretty much just for work, so I've got to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you being careful. I mean, the monitoring software they've got these days is phenomenal. Probably best not.
Yeah.
It's just annoying that you need, a really expensive computer to play this game from 2015.
Yeah.
Well, if you played on a small monitor, you probably could get by with an old one.
Yeah, I guess.
But not one of your laptops.
Well,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys. Never mind about Windows 11. For the home user, but what's going to be the effect on businesses? Because if businesses are running machines which can only be which have got the hardware which haven't got the hardware for Windows 11, does that mean that businesses are going to be taking they're either going to have to pay for the updates, or are they going to be shelling out for new hardware across? I never thought of that until this weekend gone.
Yeah, I think they'll be paying for the update, Andy, for an extra year, and then see what happens.
But there is a workaround. I actually did a Windows 10 upgrade to Windows 11 today on an old PC that would be at least 10 years old.
Yeah, I
Using the
have seen
workaround.
that.
Except, I think the newer ISOs are going to make it more harder than the older ISOs.
Well,
so I'm keeping my. I've got my hands on.
Dave, this was using the most recent ISO.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's 24H2.
Yeah, I'm carefully guarding my old Windows 11 ISO, which allows me to do whatever I like
Yeah.
when I install it, because you can update it separate once. I don't care, but at least it's easy to install under my control. You know, just join via a domain and don't have to give anything else and that sort of stuff.
Correct. Yeah, because
Wow,
when you
got it
download
within-
an ISO from Windows at the moment, or from Microsoft, it's 24H2.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not interested. I mean, fine. But I've got ones that I can control, so I'm just sticking with them.
No, I'm just saying 24H2. That's last year's one.
Oh, okay, still there.
Yeah, it's the one that you get when you go to download the ISO.
Oh, wow.
So the new
Absolutely.
one is not even up there yet. What am I doing here? Fuck. Damn it. I'm confused. Oh, now the wind's changed. Ah, fuck yeah.
Confused.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
it's giving your short games a good workout, boys.
It is. If your flop game going, you'd be in big trouble here. Will it?
Oh!
The great putt. That's harsh.
Unbelievable.
It never looked like missing, did it?
26-1, right. To there.
Three decent putts, but
Well, at least I've stemmed the bleeding.
Have come good. Little whisker
But I'm not making any progress at all.
Well, it's not an easy course to have a birdie charge on.
No, it's
Go on, Uncle Dave.
That was a lot of working out for nothing.
no. God Almighty, this game's determined to. Stay short of it.
Made the right call there.
That could be in trouble. Fuck's sake. Oof.
Cuts your line, Dave.
Came off the club real bad.
You're a man with no fear.
Actually, I was going to say man with no idea, but
Yeah, well, it just sums it up. 30 feet, 30 to 40 feet, virtually every green. I think the variable wind has been quite feisty today as well, so I think that's another. We've had a stronger version of it.
Very hard to get our babies in this.
It's almost playing like gusty, actually.
give it a goodbye. It's out the back.
So you've both made the same. I'm going to work out what I think is correct, and then I'm going to take one club off.
The only problem is you're only 71 yards out, Dave.
I'm already on the bottom club. That theory's out the window. All right.
It sounded highly plausible. That's as good as you. I mean, actually, looking at the green there, we were all hitting on onto a downslope at the front of the green anyway.
Yeah. Playing in short and running back down that swale would have been an awful shot back up and down.
bad.
Should be okay.
Okay. Yeah, 434.
Nice.
Good part.
Good, but
Oh.
unlucky. I seem to have been 5 behind now for about 4 or 5 holes.
It's been stuck the same, it feels like, for that long. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's another interesting hole.
Well, since the 9th hole, there's only been one variation, and that was your bogey on the 10th end.
No, it was mine.
Oh, yours, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's been pars everywhere. So that means we've finally adapted to the course. It just took about 8 holes.
It's going to be a scramble to the finish by the looks, isn't it?
Yeah. The one thing I've noticed about Trump and all, he's done so many things in the first 2-3 weeks. You know, just bang, 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 over and over and over. And I read the front page of the New York Times, and the Democrats are barely saying a peep. They're just, it's like they're stunned and shell-shocked. They don't have a stance yet. You know, they're so broken after the election. And
Well, the one thing that is good is the judges are still standing up to him.
for now.
Yeah.
Trouble is, things escalate to the Supreme Court, and let's see.
I mean,
Well,
the
they are already
interesting
the most corrupt Supreme Court in America's history.
maybe, but there's one article I read. They sort of mused on the fact that a lot of the stuff he's doing, you know, it is stuff that normally should be done by both houses of their parliament, their Congress. But the Republicans are basically have got the majority in both, rather than saying, "Hey, that's a job for us."
Yeah.
They're the ones staying quiet. I guess Democrats, you're right, they're staying quiet. But they couldn't vote against it anyway, even if it went to Congress. And you know, the Republicans could just pass it. But it's interesting they're not even going through that process. They're just allowing him, especially the Republicans, are just allowing him to rule by decree virtually, which is pretty much a dictatorship.
It feels like they don't have, like, I don't think they want to stick with Harris.
Nah. Well,
so until they actually get a strong leader or someone as a spokesman, they've got nothing.
Well, I don't think the way American politics works, between elections, they don't necessarily have
we used to
have an actual leader of the opposition like we do, or in the British system. I just think, in 2 years' time, a bunch of candidates will come forward and say, well, we want to be the next candidate. And she might be one of them. But you're right, I don't think she has any more standing than anyone else. They've got the Senate leader and the House leader. I think the Senate leader is Chuck Schumer. but I don't think he's likely.
But it means that Trump's operating in a vacuum.
Well, it does at the moment, because a lot of the stuff he's doing normally should be done by the Congress, but the party ruling the Congress are the Republicans. It's interesting to me that they're not even saying, let's have a vote on this stuff and we'll rubber stamp it for you. They're just sort of doing nothing. But you're right, the Democrats have been quiet. But in that article I read, it was a law professor from one of the universities over there, and he said, democracy has pretty much died in America at the moment, and it's hard to see where it's all going to go. But because you've got, especially with what Musk is doing, just shutting down whole government departments without anyone say so, other than Trump sort of giving him general directions and saying, yeah, if you shut it down, that's fine with us.
And what really bothered me was what Trump said today. He goes, do I really have to listen to the judgments of these judges?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah.
And if he actually crosses that line, that's when it gets really scary.
Yeah, well, that's right, because the Department of Justice are meant to be the ones that enforce the law, and the law is handed down by the courts. And if he says, well, I'm not going to listen to them, and then he just instructs the Department of Justice not to pay any attention. So from going from full separation of powers, where you've got the executive separate from the Congress, and then separate from the judiciary, suddenly all that power just vests in one person. So you've got no separation of powers. Yeah. And as I think, again, in that article, they said a lot of the stuff that the whole system is based on it's based on people at the top sticking to these conventions, which is, you obey the courts, and you get stuff that's done within the Congress that only stays in place because of the Congress. And he's basically said, I don't care about what the Houses of Parliament's doing, and I'm just going to do my own thing. They're bending over saying, yeah, you can do that. And once he does it to the Justice, with the Justice Department, there's no separation of powers at all. Yeah. So it's so rapidly heading towards dictatorship. But one interesting thing was that he's got, what's his name, Musk, going into the USAID and Department of Education. But one thing that Trump said interesting today is he's going to go into the Department of Education, Musk, and into the Department of Justice, because there's billions in fraud there everywhere. So I thought, okay, that's an interesting target for him. And for reasons that I've mentioned well in the past.
Yeah, I watched a movie part of a movie called 2073, and it's about what might happen to the world and America in general. And basically the world is screwed, and the environment's screwed. Everything is screwed except for the rich people who live up high above the pollution and the toxic waste.
Yeah, in gated communities.
And there were all these, the poor people, they were just shuffling along below. And there was a big billboard, and it just had a picture of Melania Trump celebrating her 30th year in power.
Yeah, and that'd be right. Even you go back to sci-fi. What was that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they were on Mars?
I know the one you mean.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
Yeah. Total Recall. But even in that, there's an underclass, isn't there? And you think, well, how is that underclass there? And there's nothing in the movie. It's just assumed that this underclass has no say and no rights and no nothing. And a lot of futuristic movies are like that. And you think, how did it get to that point? Even Mel Gibson's Conspiracy Theory, there was this overbearing government where you just had to survive somehow and you had no rights. And so all these writers, it seems, have just predicted this sort of turn to authoritarianism where people in the future have bugger all say, and the answer to any problems and protests is shut them down and hire more police.
Yeah, and the Hunger Games probably, I reckon it's most likely. We just have enclaves of super rich people and poor people bringing in resources and getting paid. That's all.
Yeah, well, he doubled down in that interview with Brett Baer today on taking over Canada.
Yeah.
He goes, I really wanted to be the 51st state.
Well, I can imagine I can imagine them getting Greenland just because it's got so few people. I've heard it's what 57,000 people. You could
Yeah.
you could
Greenland
conceivably
I can understand, but
you could
Canada?
conceivably buy their votes. You know, you can conceivably say, well, I'll give you all $100,000 if you vote to join the US, and that'll cost what 57 billion or something, which is a kind of doable amount.
No, I did the math. I did the math, Phil. He could give them all like $2 million, and it would still only cost $100 billion to buy the country. And
Yeah,
and
well,
the
there you
country's
go.
worth trillions. So
Yeah, well, exactly. So that one's doable, but Canada's just a starter, you know.
but Canada
but-
does have a very weak governor.
But can you believe we're 3 weeks into the Trump regime? We're talking in these terms, taking over freaking Canada. You know, he's just declared war on everyone. You know, basically, it's like there are no alliances. There's even all this thing about tariffs. So within 3 weeks, he's broken the North American Free Trade Agreement, which he was the one who signed it, you know, like 4 years ago. So he's just broken that and said it's just a piece of paper worth nothing. He's broken the Australian Free Trade Agreement that we had. It's worth nothing. All these bits of paper, all these treaties, they're all worth nothing with him. You know, whatever courts and judges say, that's worth nothing. You know, whatever Congress says, it's worth nothing. It's just extraordinary stuff. It's extraordinary. And you just think, at what point does anyone make a stand? So that's, and how far does he go before that happens?
Well, I'll tell you who isn't going to make a stand is going to be the UK. The UK will not do anything to rock the boat at all. I mean, it's interesting you're talking about what's going on in America. Well, people in the UK are starting to sort of see signs of exactly the same thing going on in the UK, albeit in a much more mild form. I mean, you've got this disconnect with the fact that the ruling party, the Labour Party, had so little percentage of the popular vote, and yet screamed, you know, they got what 2/3 of the MPs or something. It was just an horrendous sort of effect of first past the post, and you just get the feeling as though they haven't got a clue. They're riding roughshod, and when you hear them and see them in the Houses of Parliament, they're like sheep. They really are, the Labour MPs. They haven't got a brain between them. So it's not very nice here in the UK at the moment.
So yeah, you know, you just think, you know, like you just reflect back on our lives and at the age we are, and you just think, you know, like basically compared to what's going on now, things have been absolutely golden for our entire lifetimes. There's just never been this kind of strife and threat to democracy. You know, democracy was always a given. Hitler was always a bad guy. None of these things can be relied on now. You know, so some people openly saying Hitler had some pretty good ideas. You know, including people like Musk. You know, so it's just it's you know, you either laugh or cry. Sort of choose to laugh about at the moment. It's just extraordinary what's going on, and you know, and open the floodgates for fossil fuels as well. So I wonder, you know, at what point will Mother Nature turn around and have her say? And you know, like everyone, all the scientists have said there are tipping points, and so things could change quickly when we hit those tipping points. And you wonder about that as well. When are these tipping points going to hit?
Well, it's invisible. Like something like what if the plankton break down because the water temperature gets too high or the acidity gets too high, and suddenly the whole food chain of the ocean is broken. That will just about break civilization.
Yeah. And you know, all the permafrost is melting, so methane's going rapidly into the atmosphere. There's a lot of things going on.
Oh, and then we've got the asteroid in 7 years too.
Oh, well. So got to look at that movie again. Just Look Up, which was an excellent movie, by the way,
It was.
with the original Hunger Games girl Jennifer Lawrence.
It's a great movie.
Jesus. Well, I think you've outlined a very good reason for starting to create a hermetically sealed bunker and not start hoarding stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andy. You watch the movie The Road, which has got the guy who was what's his name in Lord of the Rings. He was Strider, Aragorn. So he's in that The Road, and then make a decision about whether you actually want to survive if it comes to that.
Yeah, you might not. Yeah, The Road is a brutal movie.
It is brutal. My sister watched it with me, and she's she's quite quite religious, and she just refused to believe that people could be that bad, and I was just, well, I don't know. I think people would be that bad, because if it's down to survival, people will do anything.
Sure.
Yeah, meat is meat.
Yes. You spoilers, Dave. Spoilers.
Plus, Phil, if Dutton gets in, we may well be extradited.
Nice shot.
Thanks. But if Dutton gets in, we've got to be careful, because the words we say on this channel, we could be extradited for subversion in America.
Well, you mean when Australia becomes the 52nd state?
Once Dutton's in, yeah.
I could imagine Trump saying, "Become the 52nd state. Why not? You get all these benefits and blah blah blah."
Give you the submarine.
We've kowtowed to America for years and years on the premise that if we were attacked under the alliance, they would come and rescue us. Haha. Trump's not going to. If it's against
Good parts.
America's
Good parts.
interests,
Oh,
it's just not.
And he's back.
Hang on, I'm still watching it roll. I'm watching it roll. Wonder what's going to happen. It's in.
You should have said I tipped this.
yes.
I'm going to call you
Too little, too late.
Nostradamus's. Nostradami.
Yeah, we have to try and delay it.
Yeah, you do. You just have to stare at it blankly and count to 5. 5,
What?
4, 3, 2, 1, and then you cheer or commiserate.
Right. Well, while we're on talking about all sorts of things, what's your views about Lego?
Yeah, I like Lego.
Well, I don't know whether it's been doing the rounds.
Are they a fascist invention or something now, are they?
Well, no, they've been. There's been talk about people sexualizing Lego with the male and female parts of Lego. You've got the hole and you've got the thing that goes. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think I can stay well clear of that.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's out there.
Yeah. Hey, another tidbit while we're on the way, seeing as you've thrown Lego into the mix, I'm going to throw fascist into the mix and say, do you know the origins of that word?
No.
Fascist.
I'm taking it as a no. Well, it comes from sort of a Latin root, which means either bundle of sticks or another word coming off that root is fascia. So you've got the fascia underneath the gut houses. So I guess if you're a person who puts up all those fascias, you'd be a fascist as well.
I can see that leading into a dad joke.
Well, see, I've just thrown in a red herring there because it's not. That's actually just something that someone pointed out to me today, and I thought, that's it's quite funny. And I thought, if I spent all day every day putting up that board below gutters around houses, up there on a ladder, going up and down that bloody ladder 50 times every day, I might turn into a fascist as well.
Yeah.
So get some bully boy to tell everyone what to do, because I'm bloody fed up with going up and down this ladder.
I didn't see one shot. Fires. 20 meters away from the
Mm.
should have hit replay.
You're just off to the right of the ground, Dave. Bit short.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? So I read an article. What's his name? Greg Jericho. He's really good author to read in the Guardian. He always comes up with loads of graphs and about why interest rates should be lowered, all sorts of stuff, and all his data goes way back, but he writes quite well as well. But today he was talking about the trade war and how Australia's imports or exports of steel and aluminium to the US per annum is $800 million, and our trade is at a loss to America anyway, because we basically import about almost twice as much as we export over there. But and he said, oh yeah, that's right. So this year, the Americans handed over $800 million to us for our steel and aluminium, and we just a week ago we handed that 800 million straight back as one of the payments we have to make for the $350 million submarine deal as part of AUKUS. And he goes, only another 450 payments to go.
Wow.
It is insane, isn't it?
It is absolutely insane. And it's sort of like we're paying America to do it makes no sense to me whatsoever, to be
And
honest.
the contract doesn't even guarantee that we get the submarines. It says it'll give them to us if they can.
Yeah, when they're good and ready, basically. Yeah. So, and we've already
Insanity.
handed over 4 or 5 billion to the Brits as well.
It
It's
was-
unbelievable how bad the deal is. It's extraordinary, and we had to shaft the French and the deal that we had with them for the supply of their submarines to get there. It was bad enough that the Liberal LMP signed, shafted the French in that way and signed the contract, but it was terrible that this current government said, oh yeah, it seems pretty good to us, and got on board. But it's a huge amount of money, almost $500 billion, and by the time it's delivered, it will be $500 billion for sure.
Yeah, and also the submarines will be out of date by then anyway.
Oh, it's extraordinary, and the whole thing is terrible. The way Trump is, he's totally transactional. The only way to play someone like that is to say, well, gee, maybe we'll cozy up to China a bit more, and maybe get them to have some defence manoeuvres with them, and invite them to have a few bases in Northern Australia. I don't know, just do something other than what we're doing, which is just being taken for absolute chumps.
You've held out quite well today, Dave.
Both
Both of you have.
Yeah, we have.
Back to the golf, of course. Where are we? -1. My God. It's a
He's
sneak.
been charging, but we've sort of kept with him most of the time.
I don't like that. First cut though. It's taking a long time for this house to warm up today. Good shot.
No dramas.
Pushing it, but I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it'll hang on.
Right. Just a bit of it. Carries 170.
5% 120. 5% 120.
Based on your shot, Andy, I was thinking of punching the 120, but now I'm going to hit the 134.
Well, I actually went with the pitching wedge and it was woefully short. That looks a better shot there. Yep, well played.
Yep. I punched the 134 and just, yeah, didn't have the steam.
With that little bit back.
Didn't really help that it's an uphill run to the pin too.
67. 67, right. It's another 3-putt coming.
There's a lot of excitement in that one, Andy. Will it?
Excellent effort. Okay, let's get a 2-0 bollocks. 2-1 4-2. Oh God. Oh God, what's that? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Well, you gave me a bit of a read there, Andy. I appreciate it.
This is going to be a 4-putt at this rate. close.
It's exciting, Dave. Coming down the last
Ooh.
dead level.
Want to shake hands on the identity and call it a draw?
Sure.
Or have an 18-hole playoff?
No. Get in. Well done.
Doing it the hard way, Andy, but well done.
Yeah, I've avoided an. I've actually held good putts for a 3-putt on a couple of holes. It could have easily been 4 putts.
Mm.
Mm.
That's not a stat you want.
No, it's not a stat I want.
Luckily, it's actually not a stat.
Yeah. What would call it? 4-putt saves.
It actually,
Well, the one thing it is going to hurt, Dave, is the putts per green in reg stat. That we could see movement on that stat today.
ooh, interesting. Very good.
Is this a real par 5?
It's a classic looking hole.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
The wind to drop under 10. Nice strike. 15. 9, I'll take 9. How far out? All right.
2, 4,
Just
5.
5, I think.
Definitely reachable.
You can probably cut that a lot closer to the water, Dave.
I don't think I want to.
Once that will help.
Yeah. It's nice of you to help out like that, Doug.
It
Always
is.
thinking of others. Smart line, Dave. Very similar.
Hopefully, I'm about 250 out. Oh no, too close.
Oh, you've
I actually could be fine with the wind.
rooted me. Nice shot.
So,
Well, it's going to come down to these approach shots. That's
yeah,
the
keep
type
going
of.
for it.
Oh, I have got it.
It's fantastic. Give me 235. 227. There's your consolation prize.
No business going on that line, though. No business whatsoever.
Not really.
Kick. Oh, no kick.
Tell you what, there's scope to run down that slope too.
Oh.
No way, no super hooking here. That'll just take yards off it. I can't afford that.
Oh, but the super could run in.
No, that's got to be. I pulled it left.
Super hooks, it'll be on the rocks.
I pulled it left. I pulled it left. Bite. Stop. Oh.
You're okay.
Ooh.
That was a bit hairy, wasn't it?
Wasn't part of the plan.
Oh dear me! Wow. Okay.
I'm not displeased by that.
The very loyally thing of you to say.
Right, I'm gonna have a good look at this green. See what. Oh. Oh, this goes downhill quite a bit. This. Really downhill. Happy with that.
Yeah, nice shot.
Yep.
Very good. Well, the draw's looking pretty good at the minute.
It wasn't until you predicted it.
Huh?
It wasn't until you predicted it.
Exactly.
That tricky distance. 10-footer.
It all comes down to this. He's hit it a bit long and right, has he?
Oh wow.
It just had a hair of long and right. Oh, it's
Oh my
awful.
god.
5 inches downhill.
Wow.
Oh, how much damage. It's got to be more. It's got to be no!
Oh no, Dave, it's still your turn.
Not waving the pole, so what it did.
Oh my goodness.
You've got confidence.
Oh dear.
Talk
Alright.
about spoilers.
Give me 2 shots to potentially win.
Poor
Sorry,
old-
Phil. It was hard to hold that one in, Phil. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Christ. That's ah.
Don't worry, Dave might 3-putt.
Well, you've destroyed my prediction about the draw looking the favourite. Bloody hell. Jeez.
What's the favourite?
Yeah.
He's got it.
Oh,
It's another win.
Oh.
Oh well,
Very
that's good. That's good that
Oh.
you got that one, because if he'd taken 2, you would have felt bad, Dave. But
Yes.
you know, but getting it in 1 means that even a standard 2-putt wouldn't have got you there.
thanks, Phil. I feel a lot better. Do appreciate it. You're right. I just have to reconcile with that.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I can't wait to see what happens here. Just from the reaction as it lipped out, it has. Wow. God. Hey, by the way, did you see that hole in one during the week? I think it was at a live. It was at the the party hole, and this guy he slam dunked it.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
no.
No.
Well, they did it in slow motion as it went in the hole, and it actually went around the inside of the rim like 3 times before it
Really? Wow.
actually dropped.
Wow.
Off the slam dunk, yeah. You could see the ball going round and round the upper rim of the hole.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Dissipating its kinetic energy.
Yeah,
Still managed to stay in.
yeah, exactly. It could have slingshot off into the water or anything.
I watched that shot, Dave, that you were talking about the other day, the guy playing out of the tree roots.
Yeah,
What a shot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, there's some very interesting stats going on here.
Well, I'm not happy about the final hole.
Longest drive. Not much in that.